guys, it's River Dave. We're down here at Eliminator with Jake Fraleigh, and Jake's going to be nice enough to give us a shop tour, right?
Yep.
Let's go on in and take a look. So this is the showroom of Eliminator. As you can tell, they've been selling a lot of boats because you don't hardly have anything left in the showroom.
No, we don't. No inventory.
Off in the corner there, that's your clothing, right? So the Eliminator is one of the few companies that has truly embraced the swag, as I call it, and you guys actually kill it at the boating events. You guys sell just about as much as RDP does, if I'm thinking right.
It's been a great thing for us. I mean, the whole goal here is to make our tribe come together, and we're so proud to represent our brand, and it's one of my favorite things to do is to see people wearing the clothing because it's free advertising. And so earlier this year we decided to make this into a little store. So we spent a little money here and dressed it up a bit. If you want to check it out, it's cool. It's inviting. Yeah,
Michael, go film that real quick. So anyhow, guys, this is the store. As I said, Eliminator's truly embraced the swag, and that's something actually a lot of boat companies I don't think really take advantage of.
Right.
And anyhow, this is kind of cool here. Dixon did a little collab with Eliminator, and you got a nice button up. Big old Dixon patch in the middle with a boat in it. Pretty cool.
It's a great party shirt.
Yeah, it is a great party shirt. So I'll let Michael get his B-roll on all that, and we'll continue our tour. We're going to start over there in the design department next. So as we're walking back over here in the showroom, I noticed this is a 21 Daytona, and Jake, you guys have been building a ton of these things, right?
Yeah. With that, absolutely no marketing. The phones have been ringing off the hook with it. We see a lot of guys interested in embracing that lower river lifestyle. So 21 Daytona is one of the more classic boats. We'll get a 19 Daytona that's come back as well. We did one last year. We're going to do one this year. This one goes to Laughlin Motorsports. They're putting like a 2,000 horsepower motor in it. It's freaking going to be crazy. This one's going to be off the hook. I'm really happy with my team's finish work. If you look inside, you'll see the balsa, the pin lines and the stringer.
Yeah.
The other thing that we're doing, which is going to lead us to our next part of the tour, is we're 3D scanning a lot of our models. That's what these little dots are on the deck.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I kind of figured it had something to do with scanning.
Yeah, we want to get a digital footprint of every boat we have in the building. And so that's what Corbin does. So we'll share that next.
Back over kind of where we started, we're going to say hello to the infamous Mark Baker.
Marky Mark.
There's Marky Mark right here.
What's up, Dave?
Not too much. So what is it you do at Eliminator, Mark?
I sell boats, design boats, customer service.
A lot of social media too, right?
Social media. Take all the hard phone calls and collect payments from customers. So I'm working on a 27 Speedster. Owner really likes this new Lambo that's out, so we're trying to make the graphic go over to the boat.
Should we show that?
Check it out.
Yeah, go around the back and check it out.
So I really like this olive green. First he wanted like an army green, but he sent me this boat this morning, so trying to get the same color over there. So I know Craig will have a good time trying to match that color.
Yeah. Almost got like a gold tint to the green.
Yeah, we're thinking about putting maybe a gold metallic pearl over that green, make it really pop.
That'd be cool.
Cool.
So now we're going to go right back to where we started at the entrance of Eliminator, also the design department. And you're going to see this is Corbin here. He's a newer addition, is that?
Yeah. He's been around for about 3 years now.
Yeah, just about.
Really embraced this new role of 3D technology. The company believes in doing 3D technology for the purpose of perfecting graphics. We have 2 models that are currently 100% scanned, and we can offer a full 3D rendering right down into the interior. So a 25-27 Speedster, customer can see a graphic with Mark, and then it gets in the hands of Corbin, and he kind of fine-tuned it. You can see a purple boat here. It's that's kind of like the end result of what you're going to get. You know, you've got the interior in there, we got the floor in there. And then
engines.
yeah. So the long-term goal is to get to utilize this technology for production, to speed it up, and for fitment and things like that, and then also new tooling, new R&D. So if you look at the picture on the right there, we just did a project where we cut multiple bulkheads, put them together, lay some cloth on there, and it speeds up the time significantly.
So what he's saying there, guys, is historically, if you wanted to tool a boat, you would actually create a positive through wood patterns and sanding and Bondo
and all kinds of stuff.
It takes 5, 6, 7, 8 months.
Yep.
I mean, even to do simplistic things. So when you're tooling a boat, you'll see a lot of companies will actually sub stuff out to a big CNC company where they'll CNC router different sections of the boat, and then they put them all together and pop molds off of them. If you zoom in on that grid one more time, what Eliminator did, which I have never seen before, is instead of doing a positive, what they did was they created a grid work, and then they glued them all together, and then they just laid the fiberglass over it, and that gives you your general shape.
Yep.
And that took, the tooling on one of your bustles was about 6 months.
Yep.
And this one is actually completed and done in about 2.5 months.
Yep.
At about 1/8 of the cost, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So it's really kind of cool that that we're actually seeing something that's never been seen before. It's kind of a new design process.
Yeah, and you know, we learned a lot. This is project number uno, so this is number one. So we learned a lot on this, and we're just that's everything we're doing here is about getting better, getting really good at what we do, and making ourselves as best as possible.
For sure, I think that's really, really cool. That's something I've not seen before, and I haven't seen it anywhere else in the industry either. So that's an interesting process for the first prototypes, and fast way to get to a mold.
Yeah, and also for creating new avenues for other companies and other entrepreneurs. So,
good job, Corbin.
Yeah. There you go, Corbin. 2 thumbs up on that one.
thank you, Dave.
Now you got your big background here with, with the light up eliminators. Pretty cool.
Helps the creative
It's
process.
got the Fraleigh art on there.
Little Jake Fraleigh art, which obviously we're big fans of. I think I have like 6 of them.
Yeah.
So we come back here. Actually, you're running too fast here. We're coming over here. This is the man, the myth, the legend, the head honcho. This is Jake Fraleigh's office.
Yeah, it's a little messy right now.
That's all right, but absolutely beautiful artwork again.
Yeah.
I love the abstracts, and that's really cool. I haven't seen that before. So anyhow, we'll keep going. Head on back to the shop.
Go ahead.
Are we going in there?
Yeah, this is the front office. I have the friendly staff at Eliminator. I have Stephanie. She's been here for many, many, many years.
Hi.
And that's Maggie over there. She's very shy. And then I have Tanya in the back there. Hi, Tanya.
Then obviously, as you're going back here, you'll see some amazing photography. I'm assuming these are Tommy, or?
Oh, it's from Jake.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. For
I
sure.
didn't see you. Were hiding behind the camera. So.
Oh, I always hide behind the
I
camera.
know, I
You were
know.
too busy blushing.
I got a face made for radio, so I try to stay behind him if I can. All right, guys. So this is out here. This is your rig shop, primarily.
Yep.
And Jake, you have how many boats being rigged and assembled right now?
I have I think a 26 boats exactly in the production area.
So he has 26 boats
In production.
In production right now, and about 40 on order. Is that right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we have a 2-year backlog.
Good Lord. Good luck keeping up with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyhow, you guys can see all sorts of stuff. You got
Couple 25 speedsters here.
yeah, 25s.
27, 31, and a 27.
Okay. So you got a whole variety going. You're not.
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't have like one model that's completely dominating over the others.
No, no. Right now we've got a stretch with outboard, but then the next wave of stuff that's coming in is IOs. This year we sold more IOs than we did outboard. So.
Which is a very, very surprising statistic, because almost every manufacturer I know is selling outboards almost 4 or 5 to 1
Right.
over IOs. So for Eliminator to actually sell more IOs is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
But when you have 40 boats and they're a wide variety, I guess it is what it is. So
You want to go this way and go back around? You want
sure,
to
yeah, let's get going that way. Not sure if you can see, but that's Chris Sr. He was the main Levy guy forever and ever. And Chris and his son both work at Eliminator now, so that's pretty cool. Wire spools for rigging. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Over here, you got your glass department. This is where they set all their bulkheads, where you set your fuel tanks. And this is actually where you
we set the deck on the boat.
Set the decks on the boat.
We call it the assembly department.
Very cool. And right behind you, Michael, if you turn around, you're going to see a lot of the patterns that they'll use for routering out all the bulkheads.
There's a lot of history with that, with this wall of templates here. You know, we've got the original 19 Daytona. We probably have some V-bottoms in here. We've probably got all kinds of stuff. And it doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of history right there.
Yeah, very cool stuff. And that goes back, what? When was the Eliminator founded?
1969.
69. So right here will be a favorite on my forum. This is a brand new 224 Stoker.
Yep.
So you guys are building boats for Al Stoker still?
We are. And right now what we're doing, if we're doing the body work, we had to put the well in for the outboard. So basically they cut the back part of the boat off, and then they put Al's got an insert that goes in here. So we're just doing the body work there.
Very cool. You can come back and get the B-roll of that boat. That's a fan favorite, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
You can see that they're putting in heavy-duty knees, so this is gonna end up being an outboard boat here. This all gets glass right into the stringers and makes it all extremely, extremely strong, so that when you hang these big, heavy-ass outboards on the back of them, you don't break the cap.
Yep.
Here's a prime example of some of the newer tooling that they did, adding the staircase into the back of, what is that, a 30?
That's 31.
31, yeah. So they're always, that's one thing about Eliminator, they're always moving forward. It's not resting on their laurels and just popping boat after boat. They, generally speaking, these boats are changing quite rapidly.
So right here to our left is a sneak peek on something new. We're making a new mold. Anyway, this is supposed to be released at Regatta of this year.
And that is your personal boat, is it not?
It is my personal boat, yes.
Can we at least tell them what it's getting for power?
It's getting an Elmore 650.
So that's a brand new engine package that Elmore came out with.
Yep.
And anyhow, we'll kind of do a quick scan on that so we don't give it away too much, but it looks pretty incredible. Actually, you guys saw the beginnings of that on the screen in the front. So. Matter of fact, when you edit that, Michael, do a double speed so they can't really get a good look at it. This is a 19
Go
Daytona?
ahead, do a pan by.
A 21 Daytona?
Yep, 21 Daytona.
So this is a 21 Daytona that came in, and it's getting a full cap, a whole, you know, a lot of love on
the service department gets a lot of requests for complete refabs. We don't just get the oil change. We get the full-blown new interior, cap job, re-rig. So it's quite involved. So right here you'll see the body work going on. And then we have lamination department. They're, you know, laminating another boat.
So let's talk about lamination for a second. We actually come over here and you can see these guys laying in layers of fiberglass right now, right?
Yes, yes. What they're doing is that it looks like they're probably on the second layer. Yep, they're just in there. We do the traditional style hand lamination in most cases. Some of the bigger boats get the bag treatment, the infusion treatment. But right here, you can just see these guys where they're, you know, little by little, they apply it layer by layer, and they make sure all the air bubbles are out, and they do a great job.
So this would be a 28 fun deck, right?
Yep, that's correct. That's correct.
Well, let's go on out back and we'll see what's what. You got another something that we can kind of show but not show, right?
Yeah, well, we'll skip a couple things though.
We're gonna skip a couple. So there's about 3 top secret projects going on right now. And if we have to look that way, you have to look that way because one of them's over there. We'll show it to you in a different fashion.
I gotta get a picture of this.
Yeah.
My good buddy's getting this boat.
So as you can see right here, they got an A-frame and they're holding up a deck right now. It just came out of jail. This will then go into that department. Get sandwiched on the top of the boat. They start rigging. So, outside you got mold
Nothing out here.
He wants to rush through this part. Mold storage, 25. You got a couple of boats getting ready to get rigged. Now we come in here.
This is actually the first step in the build process. The way the building's laid out is we kind of do things backwards, but this is the tape room. This is basically the clean room. All our mold treatment gets in here. You can see these guys are waxing the mold. And we have all the next handful of boats that are ready for production.
So it's pretty labor intensive to put enough wax and mold release on these things so that when you actually lay them full of fiberglass, you can pop the mold out or
the first time we apply the wax, it's 14 coats or 14 layers.
Wow.
So 14 coats. And after that, based on how it feels, we can get away with maybe 4 to 10, somewhere in there. But basically how I've always been able to tell is if it will lift the hairs on the back of my hand, I know that then the wax is properly applied.
Just out of
Properly
curiosity,
applied, sorry.
Just out of curiosity, you know, waxing, that's just a straight carnauba wax, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
That's just a straight like carnauba wax?
No, no, no. This is it's a specialty wax. I think that's the McGuire's wax. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, have you ever tried like ceramic coating? Just to see if it would
You
release
know what?
easier?
Why wouldn't it work?
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, right now it's one of those things that when they tape, the wax can't be so slippery that the tape doesn't stick. Because remember, we paint these backwards in the mold. So the painter is very specific
Why
on.
don't you get a small mold of something and I'll have Chris Greiner ceramic for you and see if it releases. That might save you a ton of time on waxing.
Hey, you know what? Sounds like a good idea to me.
We're always trying new stuff. You might as well try that. So we're outside. We just left the, what do you call it?
The tape room.
The tape room. And we're outside. There's a few boats out here. This one's in getting a full cap job. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. So the lamination department, when they're not laminating boats, they're doing a lot of prep work for us. So this boat's getting a full cap. So they grind and pack and primer the boat. And
After that, this will all be re-gelled and it'll look brand new.
Yep. Yep. It'll look perfect.
Got boats everywhere, Jake.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, literally everywhere. You got another 21 Daytona over there. And
I love boats and I do not lie.
right. So now we're going to go into, I call it Skunk Works, but this is the old tooling room. As Jake will tell you, they don't have tooling anymore because they kind of came up with that new process of doing a skeleton and then draping glass over it. But this, we're going to leave the plastic on it. This is a brand new model. What are we calling this, Jake?
It's going to be called the 306.
The 306.
And that's going to be coming out later this year as well. Anyway, it's a very popular model that's getting a makeover. And here's a sneak peek, covered in plastic.
Yeah, you can't see too much details, but Michael, if you want to just kind of show them a little bit without getting too much. And that's actually what? So you got 3 new models coming out this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. And then next year we have a schedule for a new deck boat. It's kind of what we're thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
The twins?
Yep, twin.
Now we're talking, buddy.
Yeah.
I love that. And you guys are running carbon in here, huh?
Yeah.
Is this going to end up being an outboard boat or?
No, it's going to be a jet boat.
Very cool.
It's getting a Teague motor.
Teague motor, huh?
Yep.
And he doesn't want us going in that room. We got more stuff going on in there that we
Yeah,
can't see.
all kinds of stuff.
So I'm gonna make some of you guys really, really mad. But if you look at
Oh,
right
come
here.
on, Dave. You're gonna,
You
the
look
phones are going
right
to blow
here.
up now.
If you look right
Ah,
here.
come on.
Michael, do you see this? This is the original Eagle molds, and they are being cut up. And I'd love to say it was to make garage art, but unfortunately they're going to the dump.
Yeah, they're going to the dump.
Couldn't have sold them to somebody or anything, huh?
Well, I tried, but you know, it's just not in right now. So right now, you can see I got a lot of boats on the premises and need the room, and
Yep.
you know,
This looks like a 25?
I think it's the 28. No, you're right, 25.
Yeah, sucks.
25. We kept the
Boo! But he's right. He's got boats all over the place, and you know you're running out of room, so you gotta make room where you can. Now this is an interesting project here. At first glance, it looks like a normal speedster.
26. Yep.
But if you want to take a look under here, Michael, this is actually a true tunnel speedster.
Yeah, it's the 25 speedster, and we're doing a true tunnel on it. A good friend of mine named Anthony is purchasing this boat, and we're really excited about it. It's getting the full cap. So in here, they're just they're doing the color sand and polish. You can see it's all been repainted.
So this is actually what it looks like after they cap it. So out there you saw one where they kind of ground and filled it, but after it's capped, it has a nice, beautiful line. They re-gel it, then they re-wet sand it, then they polish it, and it looks absolutely factory when you're done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know how this boat's going to run because it doesn't have the center pod in it. But if it, by any chance, if it doesn't run well, you could just easily add the center pod.
We could just add the center pod back in, but by everything everything that I can think of, it's going to work well.
It's going to work, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you can't say the Eliminator doesn't build a true tunnel anymore because technically that's a true tunnel.
Yeah, true tunnel. The outboard technology and all the science that goes into where the boat's got to carry itself rather than a big old lure you're going to drive, essentially carrying the boat. It's really kind of got us really thinking about what the future holds and how you're designing the boat. So with that one, that 25 is the first one that has no center pod, and the bottom is just essentially has been designed for it to carry itself. And so
yeah, you redid the bottom. It's not a traditional 25. It's got the new outboard bottom on it, right? So it's less dependent on the...
Right, and the boat's got so much lift, it's got better cornering, it gets on plane better. It's just a lot of positives with this. And it's really gotten us thinking on how to design these boats going forward.
That's good. What's going on in there? Anything good?
This guy's working.
I got more guys, there's more rooms over there. This is going to end up being a half-hour tour if we show you every single thing. There's actually a whole building over there that we're not even going into.
Well, we can go in there. That's the service department.
Okay. See that, guys? I'm making sure you get every little piece here except for the stuff he doesn't want us to see, which I've already seen, but
yeah.
he doesn't want it out there until they're ready to release it. So is Junior running this over here?
I'm sorry?
Is Junior running this over here?
No, Kenny's still in charge of service.
Oh, okay. Where's Junior at? I haven't seen him.
You saw him earlier. He was in the 31.
Oh, that's right. He was over there working. So Chris Senior and Chris Junior, both formerly of Levy, both work at Eliminator.
Yep.
They love it.
Yep. So anyways, the service department, another 21 Daytona we're working on.
This is gorgeous.
And here it's either a full resto or just getting a minimal service.
Just an annual, oil change, impeller, and all that. Very cool. And you guys don't just service Eliminators, obviously, because, well, I guess that
yeah, we got I think it's a Sleek Craft in the corner there. But mostly Eliminators.
So they service every brand of boat, though, outboard and inboard. All right, so we're going back into the rigging room here. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, this is the main area, back to the rigging area. Kind of did a whole circle.
Yep, and we're going to see the front of something without showing everything. Is that right?
Right, that's correct.
So this is a 31?
33.
33.
Obviously getting some windshield repairs.
Now this here, this looks slightly taller, Jake. What's going on here?
That's a secret. That's a secret.
So this is the new
Put
model.
the camera down.
Yeah, this is the new model that's going to be released in about 2 weeks out in Havasu, or 3 weeks?
Yep.
And maybe just about right here, Michael. You can see some of it, but not all of it. But you can see this is immensely taller than that, which is its former compatriot right there.
Yeah, the 33X.
Yeah, so this is the new one, and this is going to be called a 35X. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right. So we're going to do a full shoot on that right now and get all the filming ready so when they do unveil it, we have everything ready to go. But I can't wait to go for a run in this thing. Can you put out the numbers yet or no?
Yeah, so far preliminary testing is 153 miles an hour on Elsinore. Elsinore is what, 3 miles long?
Yeah.
Still at less RPM, so it's a very fast boat. I've been really impressed. Those 1100s, there's just something about those turbos, those quad fours, I mean, it's just impressive.
So that's 153 at 5,500 RPM.
Yeah.
And they go to 6,600?
Yep.
So that's another 20 plus miles an hour right there.
Right, but I think at that point it's whether your Wavos we'll let you do it.
Yeah, right.
Me, I'm done trying to go too fast.
Well, honestly, one of the best kept secrets out there is there's a lot of 28s running around, right? And they had some pretty big power in them. And once you put about 750 plus horsepower in a 28, they friggin' move.
They move. They're scared.
There's some guys with some monster power in them that are, I mean, how big your Wavos are, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
The boat's capable of running 180 plus, you know, in a 28.
There was one that, I don't know where the guy's out of now, but it's got orange with flames and burgundy. And it's like, you know, 2,000 horsepower motors in it.
Yeah.
It's stupid. You know,
I remember there was a Larry Pito powered one that showed up in Havasu, so Brad from Eating could dial it in, and he goes, Dave, that boat goes faster than you'd ever want to go in it,
right,
you know?
Right. And I think my goal is to slow him down a bit, just so you know. My goal is to slow him down.
So we're right back kind of where we started in the rigging department, and that pretty much completes our tour unless we missed anything. Oh, we haven't done the interior department
We haven't done the interior department.
We got to run up to the interior department real quick.
Real quick, you might want to see this.
Oh, we're going to take yet another little turn.
Look at this. We're restoring an old 1969 Eliminator.
Oh, really?
Old flat bottom.
Oh, shit, look at that.
Hey, this guy right here, Craig,
Yep. How you doing, Craig?
operations manager, this is the Hefe of the shop. Nobody messes with him, right?
Look at this thing. That's pretty cool.
Don't touch it. They just painted.
I'm not touching
I can't
it.
get any more of that. It's got the hexagon, the original, with the hexagon pearl. Yeah, the original square pearl. It's been quite the challenge of a project, but we love it.
Yeah. So you guys know what you're doing with all the cab plates and all that?
Oh yeah, this boat's already been rigged. We just de-rigged it. We're getting everything polished and putting it back together.
There you go.
That color turned out pretty nice, Craig.
You came out really nice.
Oh no, another couple layers?
We're putting one more layer of metal flake and
Holy shit, look at that, dude. Look how heavy that is.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
Kenny found a guy that has like this secret like stockpile of all this stuff. I mean, he's got every
back in the
color,
day.
right?
Yeah, that's cool, man. You found a guy that's got the stuff from back in the days. Holding
Yeah.
on to it.
warehouse of buckets and he's holding that stash for it to come back.
Looks like it's already coming back.
Thanks, Craig.
All right, guys, so in the rig department here, upstairs, up there, that is the interior department, and that's where we're heading next. Kind of cool to see all the Levy craft. Ah, there he is, Chris Senior right there. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Kind of cool to see all the Levy craft stuff here at Eliminator.
I wish you took better care of his toolbox. This says wash me, touch me.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Probably skip filming me go up the stairs, Michael, because I'm crippled. All right, so give them the nickel tour of this, and then we'll end up with these seats over here.
Okay. Up here at the upholstery department, we do obviously new production and full restores for our service department. You'll see some stuff here where they have just pulled off the old fabric and now they're going to rewrap it. One of the most talented people in the building are right here. These guys just do unbelievable work. It's just amazing. Every seat is handmade, designed custom for the customer.
So, Eliminator has really upped their game recently. I'm gonna come over here and show you this, Mike. By adding that design department to the front with Corbin there, they're able to model, they actually scanned a seat, and they're able to lay out the designs now, so you can actually physically see what it's gonna look like before you actually build and upholster the seat. But this is a pretty good example of how far they've come in a very short amount of time just recently. This is really next level stuff.
Yep.
It looks great too, so.
This original concept came off of Maserati,
Mhm.
and that's kind of the exotic car kind of vibe I'm going for.
Yeah.
This is I think it's a Lambo. How do you say it?
Huracan?
A Huracan.
Yeah.
That's the stitch pattern that they use. So anyway, we're kind of getting a lot of these ideas by paying attention online.
Yeah. Checking out the upper end exotic car market a little bit, right?
Yep. Yep.
So anyhow, guys, I think we're gonna run downstairs, but that pretty much wraps up. If you were to walk around Eliminator with old Jake,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good tour, I'd say.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming. It's the first day the sun's been out in a couple days, so you've not only is the sun bright my day, but so have you.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
We'll see you around, man.
All right, tell them how to get a hold of Eliminator.
Just visit our website, www.eliminatorboat.com. There's no S after the word boat.
Boat, not boats.
Boat, eliminatorboat.com, and then Instagram. You're always welcome to come down here and see the shop. I'd love to give you a tour.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I want to tell you that tonight I feel like the afterlife, but my vision is